Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, on this Monday, stormy Monday. It is stormy Monday today. Steve Downey joining the party. How you doing, Steve? Thanks for being here. Man, it is a hot one outside today. High 7 West. How are you, my friend? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Glenn. From the Wanderers on the YouTube channel, Hollywood checking in from Pullman Lanes and Scott's Bar and Grill down in Hamilton, Ohio. Marie Smith. How are you, Marie? Thank you for being here. Guys, it's a weekend update here on a Monday. Going to chat a little bit about who we saw play and want a huge shout out to all the people who wrote into the show today and gave us who they saw play and where they saw him play. That's really cool stuff. I'm going to try to fix this microphone a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Skip's in here from Liars for Hire. Thank you for being here. Seven said he's tired, but a long, great weekend. Yeah, you guys played a bunch, man. That's cool stuff. Cool stuff coming off of vacation, too. You went right back at it. Chris Thompson played with Uncle Rico over the weekend. Looked like they had a great time out at the VFW in Kettering. We didn't get out there to that one, but we hope to catch another Uncle Rico show if there is one in the near future. Hi, Douglas Hunt. Thank you for being here. Dave Shores, how are you, my friend? It has been a while. Looked like you had a great act on Sunday at Stubbs, man. Elton Ron. I saw some of the video from that. Looked great. Really, really did. Hey, Bill Aldred, how are you? Good to see you. Jamie Minnick in the house. Happy Monday to you, Jamie. Glad to have you all with us today. Hey, if you saw somebody play over the weekend, you want to throw it up in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Like I said, I want to thank all, about 70 people posted on our question that we put up on the page, which is a small percentage of the people who like our page. But, 70, I'll take 70 for sure. And 70 of them told us who they saw play. So if you want to check that out, you can look at that and hit like on them and all that. If there's people that you enjoy seeing play out, if there's somebody you saw play over the weekend, though, throw it in the comments here today. We'll get it up there for sure. Karis in the house from the Bell and the Bear. They had a banner weekend as well down there. Johnny Fink on Friday night. Yeah, good stuff at the Bell and the Bear, always. Home of the award-winning Bell and the Bear Jam. Jamie Combs, how are you, my friend? Good to see you on here. Aaron, thank you. It's been a long time. How you been? You good? I hope. Rachel, thank you for being here. Hola, Rachel. It's Mexican Day here. It is. Hola. I'm sorry, Spanish, I should say. I'm not being PC, am I? All right. And Jamie saw Pat Travers Band at the Ludlow Garage. Oh, my gosh. I bet that was great. Bet it was great. Pat Travers. And thank you, Mike, for sharing. I appreciate that. Hit the little share button on the show, guys. Let your music loving friends know that we're here. Chris Reese always comes in with just a modest little word like sup. Sup, Crease. How are you today? Jamie Anton in the house. Hey, if you don't know Jamie, go to her page. She's got some cool stuff happening. I'm going to get it posted on our page when I get about 5 minutes. And let you know about her. Jamie formerly used to book bands for a venue and now is doing a lot of social media work and such and marketing. She does all kinds of fun stuff. So Jamie Anton in the house. Thank you for being here. Douglas said he saw 90 Proof Twang at Lebanon at the festival. They had a big festival there this weekend, Country Music Festival. Hi, Carrie. Chad Robinson, thanks for being here. Oh, cool. YouTube links are on his page if anyone wants to see them. That'd be cool. I'm going to go look at that for sure after the show. Thank you, Jamie Combs. How is everybody today on this hot Monday? It's a hot Monday, it is. Man, it's going to be a hot week. I'm looking forward to my Wednesday. We're gonna do over 300 on Wednesday at Heather's on the patio. This is the kind of weather we all love. The fans will be blowing. The cover will be over your head, and we're going to have some fun on Wednesday night with Name That Tune. Chad said he'd have been at the Pat Travers show if he hadn't been at Heather's on Saturday. Well, speaking of Chad, we'll mention Chad, but man, White Knuckle Weekend. We're going to chat about them here in just a minute, but while Chad's on here, I got to give him a big shout out. They were rocking the house at Heather's on Saturday night. Great stuff. Awesome. Patrick, thank you for that. I'll leave that up for a minute. If you saw somebody play, throw it in there. We'll get it up in the comments. I want to talk about what we had going on. And if Karis is still out there, I have to send her my apologies, but I missed Thursday night at the Bell, and I had to. That's just a normal staple for us at the Bell and the Bear. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be on a Thursday night, but didn't have it in me this week. Sometimes you just need a break, and I took a little break, but we missed it. We missed it at the Bell, but it looks like they had a great time. Dave Wade from DV8 there, Rick Kern from Blackbone Cat and the Eagles Project filling in for Kevin Cooper and Jim Cuesta, all the usuals there. Jim Cuesta in the house, Jamie Combs in the house, all the hosts with the most on Thursday night. If you haven't been to a Bell show, guys, on Thursday, get out and see it. There's a lot of things going on. It seems like every concert I have this year is going to land on a Thursday. So we'll get to the Bell as much as we can. Love it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful venue. Aaron, thanks for that. I'll leave that up as well. Again, guys, if you saw somebody play over the weekend, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. For sure. There's Robert Dwayne Russell checking in. He's here from the Bourbon Road Band. Thank you for being here. And Karis says, I'm fine. I know I'm fine, Karis. I'm fine like wine. Actually, I'm old and broken. If you follow my personal page, I had a little funny post up today, but I truly need some WD-40 or something in my right knee. It's one of those days, man. I was trying to do the old treadmill thing today, and it was just screaming at me. It was, but that's how it works. Glenn said he saw Brandy Conroe on Saturday with Strange Love. That's cool. Gary says hotter than hell, no pun intended, with his Kiss reference there. For real, for real. Jimmy Kilroy in the house. Chelsea Calloway. How are you, Chelsea? Good to see you with us today on a Monday. So this is our weekend update, guys. And I asked that if you can, drop in the comments anybody you saw play over the weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit. And I will say, if anyone would like to call in, it's real simple. If you want to call in and report on something you saw over the weekend, I'm going to throw it up in the comments there in a little scroll, and we'll take your call and put it on the air here, as they say. Maybe. Let me get things set up, though, so we can make sure that happens. For real, for real. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're connected, so we should be good. If anybody calls the phone number and wants to talk about something they saw. So let me get to my Friday night. 2 acts on Friday night I got to see, and one is a favorite, as always, and that's the Michelle Robinson Band. And if you haven't seen Michelle Robinson, she puts on one hell of a show, and Michelle is a superb entertainer and just loves to interact with the crowd, and happened to get in to see her at Heather's. Now, if my friends from Overdrive are watching, I was trying to get to see them, Overdrive that is, was trying to get to see them on Friday night. Went to Miamisburg, and this is what happened. Miamisburg had a concert in the park down there, the big band shell on the River Park, and also had every venue down there just packed, including Jane's on Main, where Overdrive was playing. And there wasn't a parking space in the whole town. So we were going to stop there first and see those guys. I did make 3 laps around the block, got to hear them every time I went around the block, if that matters. But that was just our Friday night, the way it started. And unfortunately didn't get down there in time to catch any of that, which we would have loved to. Keep your comments coming, people. I'll try to get them up here if I can. They are coming by fast. They are. Oh, yes. There's Glenn's comment again. Jim Kilroy in the house. Scotty Collins is here. James, who else we got out there? Scotty Collins. Let me see if I can get his comment to come up. There we go. Bell and the Bear on Thursday Open Jam is magic, he says. Absolutely it is. Got to see Scotty on Saturday night down in the rain at Heather's, but yeah, we'll chat about that in a minute. Yeah, Jamie says it was amazing. Go to his page and see the set. I will. I want to see that, Jamie. That's one that was a bucket list item for me too that I had to miss, but it's the way it works sometimes. Yes, and saw the thing 1, thing 2, and the hanky panks maybe at a wedding. There you go, David Thornton in the house. How you doing, David? Thank you for being here. And Scotty says White Knuckle Weekend Saturday night at Heather's before the rains came in. Yeah, it was good. Ladder's in the house. He's got some WD-40 for me. Good. That silicone version would be nice. It's not as slimy. It's not. All right, let's chat about our Friday night again. Michelle Robinson Band. She had a great crowd at Heather's. The place was happening. The people there were into her music. She's just a great entertainer. And Michelle her band plays excellent. And really absolutely kills it. So want to give her a big shout out. If you ever get a chance to see Michelle Robinson, she's been doing a lot of things, opening for a lot of big names. And Michelle is just a professional entertainer. Her band is professional. And I went and sat in the corner of Heather's patio way back in the back. And, they all came back and said, hi, I appreciate that very much, guys. And all that. And I got a few photos of them. They're on our page if you want to check it out. For sure. So there's a lot of comments coming in. So let me throw those up there. Timestamp did another wedding, they said, and then saw Loverboy, Styx, and REO. That looked like a great show. I got a chance to see Styx and REO this past year without Loverboy. They were good. It was a good time. Ladder played in the rain all day on Saturday. Deborah, celebrating her anniversary, got to see Uncle Rico. And that was a cool thing there that you got to get out on Friday night and see Uncle Rico at the VFW. And yeah, Seven said the crowd that hung out in the rain at the Monkey Bar was electric. Yeah, everybody was having fun in the rain. I mean, they weren't getting out of the rain. It was pretty wild. Ladder talking about Mr. Nick Wheeler playing with him. Nick Wheeler is a pro as well. And didn't catch anybody. Scott Luck said celebrated another trip around the sun. Happy birthday, Scott. Saw your birthday came up this weekend. Hello, Steve Stein. And yeah, Lee Dixon, man. Lee Dixon. What a powerhouse he is, too. Great guitar player. And Karis says they are amazing. Are you talking about Michelle Robinson? I hope. Maybe. And then Gray Days. Jim Kilroy got to see at Foley's. Jim's still hanging out at Foley's. He is. And Michelle Robinson Band, you wanted to see her at Heather's. Work got in the way. Yeah, Michelle did a great job, and Hollywood giving her a big shout out too. She's playing country concert in Fort Laramie in July. She's cool, and she's a pro, and I love going to see her play. And their sound was great that night. The sound was fantastic. Heather's is sometimes a tough room with the tents and all that, and she absolutely killed it. So hats off to her. That was our first stop. And we were there early when they first started. They start at 7 at Heather's because there's a noise ordinance at 11. You have to have a hard shutdown about then. And we moved on up the road to Mr. Burroughs on the way to the house and caught Nathan Jenkins and the band that killed Elvis. Now, I've seen Nate play solo a lot of times. He's a great player and an absolutely just incredible musician. And Nate with his band, I had only seen them do 2 or 3 songs at the Bell and the Bear Jam once or twice. Nate Jenkins, man, this was like going to a jam band night, like almost like I don't want to put it in the same category as like Grateful Dead because it wasn't that kind of music. But if you like Allman Brothers and things like that, and gosh, they did the Doors, they were just cranking it out at Mr. Burroughs Tavern and did a really good job, had a really great sound. And I didn't realize they were pretty vocally deep too in that band. Nate sings very well and plays incredibly, but he had a young lady singing with him when I first got there. I didn't get a chance to catch her name, but she was singing with him. And then his bass player sang several songs and nailed them too. And so it was an overall great night on Friday night. And so if you get a chance, Michelle Robinson Band, if you haven't seen them yet, check them out. You'd like them very much. And also Nate Jenkins and the Band That Killed Elvis. Really cool stuff. And he's Nate's been at the Jam at the Bell a few times and played, and does a great job. He's kind of bluesy, rocky, old classic rock bluesy stuff, throws country in there. If you've seen Nate, he's been touring with Wade Jennings across the country. So he's pro. And how nice is it to have him with those two bands within 5 minutes of each other for me? I mean, that was great. It's always a plus for us. And you just can't get everywhere. I'd love to have seen Johnny Fink. I'd love to have seen H&R Rock this weekend. They were at the Bell as well. And Kara says he's ridiculously talented. He is. And man, they closed the show with a kind of a jam, and he was playing guitar. And I mean, I was just wowed by his guitar playing. Nate Jenkins, man, he's a force. Absolutely. And David Thornton says, great band. I love it. It's good. There's some great band names out there. Grocery Store Vodka. I love that one. That's a good one. But some really fun stuff going on here in the region with music. And don't let anybody tell you that live music is dead. So many people say that right now. They say, oh, live music's over. And no, I even see musicians posting that. Guys, come on. It's what you make it, get out there and play and have some fun. I know the competition's out there. I know there are people getting booked that probably wouldn't be the caliber you think should be booked, but they're trying and they're playing. And that's the cool part about it is people, and some of these venues are giving them a chance. And Seven says Nathan Jenkins is legendary. He is. And well, you're playing with a few good folks too there, Seven. I mean, you got Jay Roy with you and Cody Dench, another superb player. Some really, really talented individuals out here. And we're going to talk about several of them as we ramble on here for the next few minutes. So again, if there's somebody you saw play over the weekend, I would love to hear from you and drop it in there. Thank you for that. Scott Luck says big show coming up at the Sorg on July 15th. Good. Maybe I can get down there and we can do some kind of interview with you guys at the Sorg. I love working the Sorg and doing those kind of things. So I'll talk to my good buddy Al and we'll see if we can work anything out, or maybe ahead of time for your Sorg show. Scott, that'd be a good thing to do. And Sevens has so much talent. Yeah. And I've said one time over, the music talent in the tri-state, you can't find it anywhere else in the country. You go to places, and I did a stint down in Florida. I mean, did a lot of time there, and there were, I don't know how many bars within 10 miles, 60, 70 bars down in Florida on the coast where we were. And, first of all, the pay was so poor that the guys, nobody played with a band. Everybody played solo with a looper and all that. It's the only way you could make any money. But the other side of it is, and the sad part is those places are making a ton of money on the beach. The other part of it is the talent pool is just so good up here. It can be intimidating to new people. It really can. And hey, what's going on from the gamut? Thank you for being here. Yes. David Thornton says he's playing more these days than he ever has. Life is good. And live music is not dead. Yeah, I agree, David Thornton. I mean, it is not. And so many people say it is. And so many people say, oh, the economy is going to kill it here. Let's not let that happen. And you got to keep the venues open too, people. I mean, I heard some people bitching the other night. Can I say bitching? I guess I can. Heard some people bitching about the food cost at a place. And talking to the owner, their food cost has gone up 36% in the last few months. 36%. To where they've raised some prices to try to make up for that. And then there's this fuel surcharge on top of everything else. Don't get me started about the economy, but it's a shame for our live music venues, restaurants, night spots, and all that, because they're trying really hard. And COVID put a dent in it, and now they've crashed. I mean, it was a dent at first, and now it's really tough. And let's see what's Glenn got to say. Also saw the last set for Don't Tell Steve. I did see that Stephanie is having some vocal issues again. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her. She is such a talent. We don't want anything to happen to her. She may need to take a little time off and just get it healed for good. But that's how it works sometimes in that business. And yes, Karis has a strong opinion about people saying that. Well, let me tell you what, Karis, anytime you walk in your door, you can tell live music is far from dead. And the people that come to your business are all in it to win it for the music. They are. Hi, John Barry. Thank you for being here. Yes. And Deb says the talent's unreal. We are so fortunate. We're very fortunate to have that. And 7, that's a great comment. Thank you. And Karis, do you remember 7 West? He's now on world tour. Maybe we'll get him to circle back through town one of these days. I don't know if you remember him or not, or her. I don't know. Is it a her or a him? I can't remember. All right. Thank you, Deborah, for providing that ray of sunshine here on a Monday. I'll just leave that up and leave it alone, but thank you. Scott Luck, thank you so much. Yes. Who is this 7 person? Thank you, Chris Reed. I don't know. I never heard of her. Cricket's in the house. Where's Cricket? Cricket is here. Where's my crickets? They're somewhere. I don't know. It's in here. There it is. I always do that for Cricket. Good to see you, Cricket. And the Gamut says prayers for Stephanie. Yes. Yes. Kara said he was one of her favorites, but I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared from my heart in my life. Oh, ouch. Ouch. That hurts, 7 West. It does. Thank you for that, guys. Hi, Stephanie Rumke. Thank you for that for Stephanie. So let's talk about, I talked about Friday. Let's talk about Saturday. Here's Saturday. Saturday for me was a work day at my house, a lot of work. So again, stayed a little close to home, hit up our friends from White Knuckle Weekend. I had full intentions of going to see White Knuckle Weekend, stopping in to see Heath Bowling and Tessa at Heroes, and then also stopping to see Velvet Crush Unplugged at Mr. Burroughs on the way home. I made it to one. I made it to White Knuckle Weekend. It rained all over us. And when it did, we were just too soaked to go anywhere else. But it did pour the rain. She had a full house under the tent. We were out under an umbrella having some fun and got a little wet. So that rainstorm came in late on Saturday night. But White Knuckle Weekend, let me chat about them for just a minute. Another band that if you're a venue owner, take a peek at these guys. If you're a fan of live music, definitely take a peek at White Knuckle Weekend. They were rocking the house at Heather's. Billy Sutherland on vocals, Stephanie Sutherland filling in on some vocals now. They've added her to do some female songs and such. Oh gosh, just so many darn people in that band that are so talented. Mike Sievers playing drums, Brian on guitar, Chad on bass. A great band. And when I first got there and we were in the room and Billy is out working in the audience with the wireless mic, he's chatting it up with all these people. There was a bridal party there. There was all kinds of stuff going on. And their music, they play 80s and 90s rock music and it's a great song list. And they just make it happen. And White Knuckle Weekend is a cool group to go see. And they don't play a lot. I mean, you don't see them play too heavy. But, Stephanie Sutherland is in Crying Out Loud as well. And we've mentioned them numerous times. So, again, if you've ever seen White Knuckle Weekend, let it be known and make some comments about them. But just, everything from Loverboy, in the 80s, hitting the 90s tunes, STP, some of that stuff. Really, really some good music coming your way from the boys and girls now of White Knuckle Weekend. And Heather's had a packed house. It was wall-to-wall people. And even on a rainy night, that's a plus. And White Knuckle Weekends went into that thing with a couple hundred reservations. So they have a good draw when they play. And that's one example of a band that is not oversaturated. And I'm not dogging on any of our full-time musicians. I get it. They have to play a lot. But when you play the same venue a lot, sometimes your crowd is not as big. And these guys, when they come to a venue, people come to see them. I mean, they go wherever they are, which is great. Hi, TJ. Thanks for being here, buddy. Good to see you with us today. So who did you see play over the weekend, folks? Throw some of them out there so I can hear from y'all today. I want to know who you saw play over the weekend and give them some positive comments and talk about the venue a little bit too. If you can, or mention the venue, we'd love to hear it. And let's see what Kara has to say. Valley Vineyards had a duo playing. Tried the Country Music Fest, but it rained as soon as they started walking in. Yeah, that was a little problem this weekend, those pesky rain showers. It's been a rainy spring into summer here, actually, going into summer. Been pretty rainy. We were just talking about that our Wednesday nights. We've been having rain every Wednesday at Heather's, and hopefully this week we won't. Now we're just going to have 96-degree oppressive heat, but we still want to see you there. Don't forget. Got to have you. What's Cricket got? She's got a whole book of people she saw here. Let's check it out. Said the Thursday night jam, always. What kind of food you bring, Cricket? Cricket is like the purveyor of great food. Friday night, friend's 60th birthday. Saturday, Loverboy Sticks REO Speedwagon. Left a bit to go see H&R Rock, which is an awesome band. Yes. And graduation party. She's working on videos, posting them on YouTube. Thank you for that, Cricket. Cricket posts some great videos, especially from the Bell Jam. Good stuff. And I wish I could share all those that everybody puts up, but on our page, we post too much to begin with sometimes about all the stuff we're doing and all the things we're talking about. And you start to get slowed down by the book of face when you do that. They don't send you out for people to see as much. And Kevin says, at least it's not icy and 15 degrees. Never forget. I agree with that. Kevin Cooper, you're the man of a lot of wisdom. All his comments on posts and things, he's got the right perspective on things. Kevin Cooper does. Jamie said Bell and the Bear jam on Thursday. Friday, Johnny Fink in the Intrusions. Awesome band. Along with a few songs by Gina McCann in there. That's a powerhouse vocal. And she says that's all at the Bell and the Bear. So Jamie spent her weekend there at the Bell. Hi, Jeremiah. Thanks for dropping in. And yes, Chris Reese says, preach Kevin Cooper. He will. Don't worry. He will. And TJ played at Peacocks in Erlanger. And you didn't send it to me. I'm glad you said sorry because I'd have given you crap about it, but I'm going to give you crap anyway for not sending it. You need to get on the list, Mr. TJ. For sure, for sure. She made ranch cheddar chicken dip. Listen to that. I mean, this is what you're missing at the Bell on Thursday, people. Cricket's cooking. Karis's drinks. And awesome atmosphere. Hey, Chad Robinson, how are you? I had a great time, despite getting drenched at the end. You guys killed it on Saturday. You did a great job, and I love good bands. I do. You know that. I mean, that's why I do this. And I love good bands that entertain a crowd and can be fast on their feet and can switch up a set list if they have to make the room happen, because you got to read your room. And there's often times if you see you're in a lull, you got to kind of switch up that set list a little bit and bring something back to the dance floor or whatever. And man, you guys had them going. It was good stuff. Jamie says Cricket's dip was the bomb. Well, how much of a bomb was it, you think? Was it a good bomb? I hope. Cricket's dip is always the bomb. Let's give Cricket's dip a big hand. You want to? No. Here's our bomb sound. Yes. All right. You're welcome, Karis. Karis, when are you going to co-host again? We got to get you back on. Let's make that happen soon. I want to get Karis to co-host a Thursday Who's Playing Out. Brought to you by Froggies in Monroe. Giving you the best musicians in the tri-state and where they're playing every Thursday at 5 o'clock. If you haven't tuned in yet, do so. You can catch the list also printed on the Warren County Post online. And we feature that every Thursday. And if you're a band and you're watching and you want to get your gigs featured on our show, please send them to me. And I'll get you involved in one of our gig groups, and you can present them every week if you want. That's what a lot of folks are doing. And thank you to all the musicians who do and have stuck with us in that. Sometimes it's a difficult thing to get them to send it to you, but we appreciate you all doing it. Patrick Witt in the house, my favorite mercenary bassist. Yes, he is. All right, guys, that's our weekend. Okay, so it was Friday night, Michelle Robinson and Nathan Jenkins and the band that killed Elvis. Saturday night, we had a wonderful time with White Knuckle Weekend. I apologize to the others who I was going to try to see and didn't get there, but, the rainstorm took care of that. We were a bit soggy and got drenched, as Chad said. We did, but we had a good time. It was good. And if nobody else wants to put in there who they saw, you can also post them. You can also post them on our page. There's a post on our page earlier today, and about 70 folks have already put in who they saw over the weekend and where they saw them play. And we'd love to hear from you. We always like to get an angle on who's out there and who's playing live local music here in the tri-state. Thank you, Jimmy Kilroy. And guys, I can't emphasize it enough. As we said, with all the talk about bad economies and, all the things going on, try to get out and support your live local music venues and the bands that bring it to you. And if you got a little something extra at the end of the night, throw something in that guitar case or tip jar or whatever they have. And Cricket, I miss you as well. I do. I have some issues going on that, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. Hopefully you guys are all having a good week and have a good week of live music. I will see you, Tuesday night at Mr. Burroughs for some Q&A trivia, and Wednesday night at Heather's for Name That Tune. Looking to bring that over 300 people this week. 7 says there's 5 chances to see Six String Hustle this week. Wow. Nick Wheeler says it's going to rain again. It is. Your picture, Nick, looks like you're just praying for rain there or something. Nick Wheeler played a bunch this weekend. You have to let me know how you truck got that second gig at St. Helens. Somebody cancel or something, I think. It looked like you guys jumped into a second gig on Sunday. That's cool. And Patrick Witt saw Alexis Gomez at the Green. Yeah, awesome. And Patrick plays bass, guys. If anybody is looking for a bass player, even just for a fill-in or whatever, look him up. He's out there. Mike said Thunder Boomers are moving in. Yes, they are. It's getting dark in the studio here. I can see that. So we're going to check out of here for now. We've been on here 30 minutes, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with Top 5 Tuesday. If you have a Top 5 topic, look for that post to pop up tomorrow. You can throw the topics in there. Music trivia this week. We're going to have a round of 2000 songs. We haven't done that. And there's some young people that have been showing up every week. And we had a little vote on last Wednesday by crowd applause, and 2000s won it. So we'll be doing songs from the 2000s decade. That's going to be happening on Wednesday night. So Cricket, I hope your yard doesn't flood, man. That was wicked the last time. Your videos from that was terrible. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to get out and support live local music and the bands and the venues that bring it to you. Absolutely. We'll see you next time. Who are we going to leave with? We're not leaving with anybody. Here we go. We're leaving with this. All right. The Thunder Boomers. What a good name that would be. It is. Yes. Hi, Jim. Missed it by that much. You did. Oh, well. That's all right. Thanks for watching today, guys. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow live at 5 o'clock with Top 5 Tuesday. Then we've got Wednesday with the band, and Thursday, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies in Monroe. Until next time, we'll see you right here at All Around Town Radio.